Crishean Content Publications followers, viewers, and supporters. Thank you for clicking on my video again today, May 30th, 2022, to see what it is I have to say. For those of you new to my channel, I'm Arthur Podcaster Tedda Sherry Whitney, and of course there is another topic in the headlines when it comes to celebrities. Because, you know, a lot of people have asked me, y'all, they be like, aren't you a publication specialist? Y'all see the shirt here. We're publishing and marketing meet. Why do you get on your channel and talk about, you know, things that are going on in society or in your environment around you? I do that because no matter where I am in business, like, we are all human beings. We all deal with real circumstances. Forget the other business gurus who don't want to acknowledge that. Like, yeah, a lot of us, we get off work, you know, we leave our businesses alone and we still have to go home and face life. So it is what it is. If you saw the title of this segment, I want to talk today about the whole Blueface rapper and supposedly that's the thing about allegations and rumors too. But this is not just an allegation, guys. There's a whole video showing his sister being kind of drugged and beat up. It only shows us an excerpt of the clip, but, you know, so I really can't speak from A to Z about what might be going on. But what I want to do is give my opinions about what I have read in the blogs, what I did see myself in the video, what I have researched about what he might have already been going through with his mother and sister before it got to the point of, bro, how does your sister end up, you know what I'm saying, putting her hands on how do your girlfriend end up putting her hands on your mama and your sister? But for the newcomers on my channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because what I want to do outside of our interviews with authors and entrepreneurs, I give my commentary, my expressions, views, and opinions on factual events that's going on around us in 2022, and I love to do it. You know, making me an author doesn't make me any better than anybody, but it does show that, you know, I have like I even communicate different. Like, I go write about something at the end of the day, whether I have this channel or not. I find myself writing poetry, writing books, not just off of factual events, but off of some of my life experiences, you know. So this is not one of those segments where, oh yeah, let me announce this. If you're new to my channel, outside of subscribing and liking this video, learn more about my mission to assist authors and entrepreneurs in 2022 when you visit my website, www.contentcrownpublications.com. It's kind of hard to be a part of society, like in the millennial age. Like, I'm still considered a part of the group of the young people, as y'all might call it. So when I see certain things, it's not to call it right or wrong. I'm hoping to shed light on situations that any of us could find ourselves going through, right? Just like the other day, I did a video on my opinions about the Uvalde shooting at the elementary school. Those are just my opinions, right? So here I am about this one because it touched me a certain way. I don't have to be related to Blueface. I don't have to know Whack 100 personally. I don't have to know his girlfriend, I forgot her name, Chris something. Okay? I know he has a baby mother. Regardless of who he's dating, he has children that he's responsible for. He has the responsibility of trying to co-parent with the mother of his children, because now, y'all, in case you didn't know, in case you're not a Blueface fan, he is a rapper. He's done collabs with other rappers like DaBaby and Snoop Dogg. This is what he's known for. So a lot of y'all out here commenting that what's going on in his life is only because he needs publicity. You know, he's going broke, so he got to do something to try to keep the attention on him. So I feel y'all on that part, because I don't know how the rap industry go, right? But it does seem to make sense that sometimes drama has to be sparked up or something has to go down for these rappers to stay relevant. My issue is, even if this is all just a publicity stunt and this is to get people to, you know, Why don't my message to rappers, watch the type of publicity stunts and the stuff y'all are doing, the messages that you are putting out here to our young people? Because let's be honest, it's probably 80% young people that listen to this rap music anyway, that dream to be artists anyway. You know what I'm saying? What message are you putting out, even if it's to get your ratings and views and everything like that out? If we gotta hear about your girlfriend jumping on your mom and sister, number one, the sister now just did a live video saying, hey, you know, really how it all went. Seven men, which she pretty much portrays them as gang members. I didn't want to go there. But what situation causes your sister as a rapper to be jumped by 7 gang members, for her husband to be attacked too, his pockets to get ran through, for them to go in his car and take whatever he had? Really, the whole time she was talking on that interview trying to clear up what happened in the video, all I could think was, man, that young lady is blessed to be alive if this is a real story. Yeah, I'm talking about Blueface the rapper and what just happened with his girl and his sister and his mother, and the accusation that his sister is making that gang members jumped on her, stoned her, beat her up, and all of this. Like, really? My next question can only be like, bro, where was you at? Okay. Then later on, y'all, he does a video chat where, you know, his girl is like, she's not in the chat at first, but he'll turn the camera on her saying, hey, tell these people, did I have anything to do with that? He was like, you jumped my mom and sister, right? She like, yeah, I did. I mean, there ain't nothing to brag about, but I did. You know, people don't know how your mom and them is. And let me give y'all my opinion. As a young woman, seeing a young woman be so down for an artist that way. So, you know, my opinion is not too much different from what the comments I've been seeing on those videos. It's like, people were saying that he's just using her because she's the type of girl, the girl he's supposed to be dating, Blueface. She's the type of girl to just do whatever he say. You know what I'm saying? Jump in a fight, do something for some money, get in a video. She's a beautiful girl, I can tell you that. Crishean, that's her name, y'all. She's a beautiful girl. And yeah, like a lot of people are commenting and saying, like, if you that beautiful and you have so much potential and you young, why throw yourself all out here in the public over for a rapper? In case y'all didn't know, periods before what's going on now, what's been reported with the sister, with Blueface sister and mama being jumped on, you know, there's another live floating around here where Whack 100, whatever they call him, he's literally trying to get her to leave the mansion. You know, Blueface supposed to have this team of girls that, you know, like his own version of Bad Girls Club and all this. And she claims, Crishean claims that she was hired to come to that mansion and be a part of that show and do everything that she do. But things get real when it's actually on live. That's why y'all out there saying it's just a publicity stunt. I don't know, I'm just trying to get y'all to think about it. How is this a publicity stunt when police is over there trying to make her leave because somebody done called saying she don't stay there? Oh, you were hired to do a show in that mansion. You prove that you got mail coming to that mansion, that you do live there. But when the police get there, they're trying to get you put out the house. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, y'all. It's a lot y'all gotta look at. Probably before you even understand where I'm coming from on this video about the situation, but who am I really? I don't know. But I'm saying, what kind of message do it send out for us to go as young people to go read the blogs and the blurbs and the media about the rappers, and then we see, oh, Blueface girlfriend somehow attacks his own mother and sister. I'm gonna tell y'all where I feel like really none of us can comment too much, because do we know what his mother and sister was taking him through? I never say it's right to sit back and let somebody jump on your mom and sister as a man. But the mother claims that she's been working this young man's restaurant working at this restaurant, holding this restaurant down while he's on tours, while he's doing music, while he's floating around here with girls or whatever he does in his life in the industry, you know. And she just brought it up recently, like, hey son, you know, you ain't really paid me for working in your restaurant. Y'all, let's try to put ourselves in that young man's shoes. Now, when I heard that part of the story, I'm like, you know, it's always a motive behind something. It's always two sides to a story. Because let's just look at the era and the generation we live in, young people. When somebody feel like you ain't paid them, this been a problem. And we talking about in family. You are the mother working your son's restaurant while he's doing his thing as a rapper, but you still want your money. So this could have inspired his girlfriend and the mama and the sister all getting into some type of altercation, leading to his sister being jumped on by gang members or whatever else. What I want to point out, y'all know in the industry life, things change. Y'all was already saying that on the live video in the comments, like when Wack 100 was trying to put Crishean, Blueface's girlfriend, out of the mansion with the police there. Y'all was saying it seems like, you know, his manager more controls him. What do y'all think happens? Yeah, once they get a manager, even though it's supposed to just be over their music and they work, oftentimes you do have managers out here that feel like, oh, I'm a bully and strong arm my artist. Now this artist has to do, you know, pretty much close to everything I have to say, so we don't have any problems. That's my issue with the rap industry. Why do we have all these producers and these managers that feel like they gotta have 100% control of their artists? Now I feel like you might need some control of your artists because you putting all this money into their work. But how much control is too much control? If you were an artist today and your manager say, hey, that man you dating or that young female you dating, I want you to break up with them because they bad for business. We saw the same thing with the J Fizz and Omarion beef, and I'm sorry, not J Fizz, Lil Fizz. Lil Fizz dating April and all of that, and how his homies was on the side trying to tell him, look man, what you're doing with April, because she's Omarion's ex, it's looking bad for the group. We're trying to go on tour right now, like, we just don't want this drama and all this extra stuff. It's starting to cut into our money. So I feel Wack 100 on that. Just giving my opinion, like, yeah, man, I see you trying to advise your artist to leave a girl alone, but if she don't, are there repercussions that come with that? Just because you have signed this artist? See, a lot of y'all are so quick to want to be signed to a label. The reason we offer self-publication services to authors is because we want them to know you can be independent. You ain't always got to go sell your soul to a publishing company. You got an idea or a vision for a book, write that. Let us just help you with the services. Let us give you some publishing coaching to show you how to market your book, how to get your book into bookstores you want it in after you write that book. But all the money you put into your book, you're going to own the right to ownership. Now, I'm not trying to put everybody that has artists and clients and people under their labels and brand and businesses out of business, but what's really going on here? We done heard stories of manager after manager. You got the story about Megan Thee Stallion floating around here too. It just seems to get messy when you give a manager too much control, too much insight into your family life. Like, it's a thin line, because I know sometimes you have to because things are getting that crazy. If y'all ain't looking to Blueface's story, his life in the past 2 years, then you don't know what's going on, and that's okay. Maybe go look at some of the blogs that's floating around here and then come back to my channel so you can understand my opinion and my perception on what might be going on in the young man's life. This man, before she even jumped him, this is stuff that I looked into. The girlfriend, before she jumped him, the 7 gang members jumped his sister. It's like records that he had to put his own mother and sister out of his house. Like, is this what fame looks like? You have family that come up and can't understand why you carry yourself the way you carry yourself, why you keep your money under wraps a certain way. Like, just because you stay in my mansion don't mean mama or sister that, it's a different life. Like, how do you explain it to family when you're trying to bring them up with you? You know what I'm saying? It's rumored that the mom starts drama with every girl this rapper get with her son, or she just always in their business. People are even saying we ain't seen a mama like this in the industry since Lil Scrappy Mama. What y'all think? But either way, don't y'all agree a mother has a right to be a mother? How far is going too far though? Because now you want us to believe on Instagram and all of this stuff y'all posting on that your son is wrong. We don't know what started the brawl. Just as human beings, as ethical human beings, anybody would say, hey, it's wrong to have your mother and sister attacked by gang members, by your girlfriend, but do we really know what's all going on in his life? And then as a girlfriend, how far is too far? Do you really think this rapper, this young man finna respect you? I mean, karma is what it is too at the end of the day. But did you have to prove your loyalty to the point like, look, baby, I'll jump on your mama and sister for you? You got a lot of men out here too. One main message I want to put out, guys, like, I don't know, it might fix some of the toxicity out here. If you meet a dude, you meet a woman, you see their family toxic, and you can't just make a vow to stay out of it, do you really need to be with that person? Like, you see him and his mama relationship, ladies, long before you was in a committed relationship with him. And is it true? How a man treat his mother is how he 9 times out of 10 gonna end up treating other women in his life. Is that true? If you don't know yet, maybe we should look at Blueface story. Once again, regardless of what's going on, what message is it pushing to our young people at the end of the day to say, look, I'm a big time rapper. You know, my mom and sister been jumped on, and even though I'm a deny having anything to do with it and the police done left, everybody still suspects you have something to do with it. Because of all the beef that was already going on between you, your mama, and your sister. That showed like how even more dirtier it is. It's like, man, I'm already trying to take the limelight off me about the situation. Now the mama and sister right now are claiming they're going to take this young man to court and prove whatever they got to say there. Which I think is smart. Why y'all always out here trying to prove stuff on the streets, on social media? Guys, pay attention to what his mom and sister is doing, and then when the case come up, how about we all watch it, we see what's going on with it, because oftentimes cases is where a lot of truth come out at. You have evidence, you have witnesses, you know what I'm saying? So none of us can really speak on too much yet. What message is it putting, you know, the baby? Because he's had a few collabs with the baby, and I love the baby, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but it's like, bro, when you put your baby mama at the house, we don't have to know the full story of what was going on. We saw her with a newborn baby. And rumor has it that the girl, Danny Lee, is pregnant again. So, you know, what really does it matter what we speak on it? She's pregnant again. But, you know, there's a whole lot of videos still floating around her about the day, sir. You called the laws to get your own mother or your little newborn daughter put out of your little apartment or house or whatever. You wanted her gone. Once again, guys, we don't know these stories, but what example are celebs setting for our young people, really? Because our young people buying their music all day long, they fall asleep to their music, for crying out loud. This is how much of fans the young people are to some of these young men in the rap game. But then we get this insight to their lives with women and with their children and with the industry. Like, what message is this sending to our young people? It's okay to bash and disrespect the mother of your children. It's okay for your mama and sister to get jumped on. You know, with suspect, like, you didn't have nothing to do with it, bro, but what did you do about it? You know, Mr. Rapper, what did you do about it? Or was you okay with them getting jumped on? Like, look, the fans might want to know, Blueface, what's really going on with that situation, because in the commoner's everyday life, a lot of people are saying no matter what their relationship is with their mother or their sister, if an outsider, they girl, some gang members jump on them, they gonna stand up and do something. Y'all think that young man might be crying for help? He don't have control over his life no more. You done signed to contracts and things and the man done already told you, your manager and everything, we really don't like the girl you with. How we know all of this? And poor lady, it's like she can't even see it. Crishean, sis, how you know all this ain't a stunt to get you locked up? Because he's not taking any accountability of what happened to his mother and sister. But he got you all on camera admitting that you jumped on him and, you laughing about it. This man got money and managers willing to back up anything he do. But ladies, before you think you want a rapper, you want to be tied up into that lifestyle, we seen it with Danny Lee. We seen it, I'm not saying the AB guy, Antonio Brown, who Keisha Cole was with, was a rapper, but he is trying to stick his feet in the game. I actually just saw an article recently saying that he's not playing football next year, whatever that means. Antonio Brown, y'all. How he just did her, like, it's very few rappers. Things ain't like when Ice Cube was on the scene. Ice Cube himself is married right now. It ain't like them, like where they literally have a wife sitting down. Snoop Dogg got a wife. The new rappers, they're not trying to settle down nowhere. That's the impression that the new age young people are getting. If we really pay attention, some of y'all be cool with having babies. It's like some of the baby mamas, they understand the assignment. They not all in the media willing to jump on girls for them. Them the ones I'm paying attention to. But y'all will still call them green or dumb for having more kids with a rich man. As far as Blueface, his baby mom, her whole thing is, I've been knowing this man since before he blew up. And he's still out here, dating whoever he wants, doing whatever I just hope young women understand what come with their life. Not just a rapper, but you want a gangster, you want, like, what is it that attracts y'all? The money? This man got a whole, Blueface tatted on his face. He telling you what he about. Now his kids, I'm sure he gonna take care of them. That's what a lot of these rappers, but ladies, like, we making a whole community of ladies starting to look bad, bro. Like, wherein is a man gonna convince me to fight his mother and his sister? I don't think anybody could give me that. I can make it known all day long. Look, I don't like y'all. Y'all don't have to like me. But it's like levels and respect of things out here. What she want to go down in? Crishean want to go down in the record books as the female he had that fought his mother and sister. Look at young NBA young boy and Yaya. Same thing. She ended up locked up trying to stab on the girl behind him. Come on, bro. You Floyd Mayweather daughter. But you had to have this rapper so bad. I just hope I'm putting out some type of message to the young women. I thought I would come on here and comment about the situation. Just like my opinion. Like, bring people back to earth a little bit. Is this what the industry is? Young lady Crishean, if you ever see this video, I'm just a commoner that has been through a lot as a woman. It's like, if he put his own mom and sister out, if he turned his back on his baby mother, whom he had a son with long before he got in the industry, what do you think you finna make this man do? That's why I agree it's a publicity stunt, because she can't be really, really like in love with this man like that. And then proving your love, it's different ways to do that. I'm gonna box your mama and sister, I don't know. I'm gonna be out here with the 7 gang members jumping on them, because if they run up, they get done up. Young lady, you do understand this is the mother who gave birth to this young man, to this young rapper. In other words, you wouldn't even know him without that mother. And if he has some type of toxic relationship with his mother and sister, as a woman, ladies, I want y'all opinion. Do you jump in it or do you stay out of it? You see a mama that you feel like is crossing a child wrong. Do you say something or do you stay out of it? I got a question. Have all these, stigmas like, families should meet families and everybody should get along when 2 people are in a relationship. But we all know realistically that it doesn't always happen like that, does it? You may have mama and granny and cousin them don't like the person you with. What you gonna do then? See, back in the day, men had a But, they went through that where females in the family might not like the girl you with, might not like the woman you had a baby by, might not like the woman you married. But see, men back then, it seemed like they didn't care. I love who I love. And then they gonna have like a boundaries that you cross. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like a two-way street. Is it just me, or is toxicity flying around this earth like a rocket ship, like a free rocket ship? Like it's attacking celebrities, it's attacking everyday common families. That toxicity festered for so long that it's becoming the norm. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna call this out all at the same time. Where elementary school was just shot up. Like, look at what we are being. How do I say this? This is in the media right now. Your sister and mama is talking about suing you because of something your girlfriend did. Number two, your sister saying 7 gang members jumped on. Your songs is about the gang life, but you saying you didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, come on, bro. Like, this don't seem natural at all. And it's more common than y'all would think. She sat there and said, man, y'all, my blood brother stood there and watched. Imagine being in her shoes. I do feel like that's a level where everybody tell the truth. Like, this is all in the media, y'all family business, y'all family toxicity, everybody speaking on it. As a sister, tell the truth about why things have gotten as sour. As a mother, tell the truth about why things have gotten as sour before this situation came to what it is. So the mother told the truth. She like, look, I remember just confronting my son about money I feel like he owed me. And y'all know when you come up, that is a situation sometimes. Like, people would think about stuff from 10, 15 years ago they helped you with because you came up. But this is more recent. She's been actually working and supporting his restaurant. So even if she has a right to feel angry about being paid, how do y'all feel like she should have played that as a mother? All I heard is she confronted him about it. But then others are saying, as old as she is, she could have went and got a job anywhere. Like, don't try to use leverage that you chose to work at your rich son restaurant. A lot of y'all saying, man, that man ain't got money like that. Boy, he got fame though. So you can't say what family will do or not do because they see your certain potential. They see where you going. They see what you done touched a little bit. So they want their money. Seem like if he just paid his mama. That's another thing about managers and producers out here, y'all. I've been seeing lately. Like, bro, y'all got these artists so dedicated and so, committed to the work for y'all labels. And these artists be out here struggling. You don't see what he going through with his family? I think his managers is something like Birdman and Whack 100. Like, bro, what do you tell a young man when he going through that with his mother and sister? I bet you his managers didn't even know, because we living in a time you don't see that every day. You got a young man who was probably the only boy raised in that household with alpha males, but that young boy is presented an opportunity for fame and a rapping contract. Yeah. So y'all saying there's not a slight possibility that his mother and sister might not be jealous, or they just feel like they gotta back up and control and try to watch his back? We talking about alpha females now. That's another question. How is that for a young man in his life? You got strong women that's already in your family, but you still gotta go make a choice for the woman that you want to settle down with, which he really doesn't have to look for that right now. You a rapper, you young. But, be smart. You don't want 1 million kids out here. We see a lot of the other ones. And, the examples they said, Young Boy and the rest of them, like, I'm going to have all these kids. The baby. So that's one thing I can say about Blueface. Now, there's rumors that his baby mama is pregnant with the second, and that this new girl, Crishean, might be pregnant as well. My advice, don't get so caught up in the lives of these celebrities that you idol them and you feel like, well, they can do what they do because they on the level they on, but it still don't make it right. Look at all the confusion going on in his family. He put his mom and sister at his mansion, y'all, but I swear I seen another live video where it looked like the mama The sister done attempted to stab people that was at his house. Like, bro, how you gonna do all that? If he got women over there and they on his show, hey, it's a way you do things. Like, how about pull your brother to the side and really try to explain to him, which we don't know if she's already tried that. I'm telling y'all, things just don't go to the level of your mama and sister being jumped on for nothing. Like, hey brother, I feel like this girl was stealing from you. This girl looked at me wrong. At the end of the day, y'all couldn't respect this your son and brother house. He really called a shot in here. Boy, I'ma just keep praying for Blueface and whatever it is he going through. I pray for so many people for real, because it's like, if this is real and this ain't some type of publicity stunt for music, this is really messed up. And even as a publicity stunt, stop sending them type of messages to our young people that it's okay to jump on your kinfolk like that, to turn on your kinfolk like that. Any kinfolk out here doing it. It's not that, blood is always thicker than water. It's just a way that you carrying yourself as a professional rapper. You know them people gonna be all in your life. Gotta see what your baby mama's going through. Your mama, your sister. And his mama and sister are very beautiful women. I looked at that too. Just things I was looking at. And if I'm a comment on it, very beautiful women. His sister's even married. She got a husband. But guess what? When she got jumped, the husband got jumped too. Do y'all know that, I don't want to say people change. It's a whole new life. Just because it's your kinfolk caught up in the rap game now don't mean you know them. Like, clearly this is a perfect indication of what I'm trying to say. A perfect example. Once they step into that life, bro, it don't matter if you change his diapers for 6 years and raised them and fed them baby food and sent them, pay for all his clothes in high school. That's not the same son you had. Now he has a new boss, which is his manager. But y'all pressuring all this, be successful on young people. Boy, they doing any and everything now to do it. And I do. I feel like it's because, just like they rap about, without no money ain't no love. Without no status, without no, who are you? Some type of level of success, it ain't no love. Why is it like that in the families to begin with? And then when these people come up, y'all got the nerve to try to pull the strings and control everything that person do with their money, who they deal with, when you don't even know that person no more. Now that person is under the influence of probably manager, gang member, like the sister just saw. You said you got jumped by 7 gang members. Like I say, me watching a video just as a commoner, human, fellow female, I'm like, man, she's blessed to be alive. Really, if that went down like that, others are saying, why her face look barely scuffed up if that really happened? I mean, come on, y'all. We don't know, do we? But I don't like the message that it's sending. Even if it's a publicity stunt. Do y'all feel where I'm coming from? Why do those type of publicity stunts where, yeah, look, my girl beat up my mama and sister? Because we all know in the real world, a lot of us ain't going to stand for no stuff like that. You can't say what you will and won't do until it's actually happening to you. Even if these are publicity stunts, right? We was also quick to speak on what we would have done if we was Chris Rock. You don't know what you would do if you standing at the Grammys, the Oscars, and somebody slap you in front of 1 million people on national TV. You don't know what your initial response is going to be. Shock, or, you feel bad for the man. So we really couldn't speak on it. I'm speaking on the messages that these type of stunts are sending out to our young people, to our new generation, and even to the older ones. So now we telling people it's okay to just slap somebody when we feel like. I told y'all it seemed like toxicity is at an all-time high. If you are a peacemaker, if you are the type of person to avoid negative energy and vibes and all of this, boy, I'm speaking to y'all real quick. We gotta protect that. We gotta protect that, because everybody is not in that place, and then everybody it's coming out the way it's coming out. Through a pandemic or whatever you want to call it. Everybody don't have control of their emotions. They don't have control of their anger once they get to that level. No matter what status they're on. Will Smith showed y'all that. Once again, whether it was a public stunt or not, in the real world, where we're not celebs in all of this, people don't know how to channel their anger, their emotions, They don't know how to feel when you slap their mom or when you go down like that on their sister. It's some stuff going on out here, y'all. I just thought I would come give my opinions and comments real quick. I'm not going to stay on here too long, but give me y'all opinions in the comment section. You know, I'm not finna let my kids watch too much of it because I don't want you out here thinking that that's the way you handle things. Usually you hearing the sister jumping on the girlfriend or at the end of the day, certain situations are just toxic. And my question is, like, if you meet a man, for example, and you notice that his whole family toxic, why is it that we just stay around trying to be queen bee thinking we're going to change a man's family that's been like that since long before he met you? And on the other side, as a man, if you feel like you meet a woman and you discover that her whole family is toxic, why do you feel like you finna be Superman and change the whole family when the family been like that for generations before you met that woman? Like, wouldn't it stop or avoid a lot of the toxicity? One great example, Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, they did. They said, look, we finna step down from the royal spotlight for a second. We want to go live our own life and have our kids in peace. I'm going to just say it like that. See how they did that? Every celebrity is not out here, or every common person is not out here, waiting hand and foot for the validation of others. If they love somebody, it's going to show. And this is how far I'm willing to go to be with who I want to be with, regardless of how toxic my family is, regardless of how toxic her family is. But no, everybody want to be in the media proving what they willing to do. If this mama, that sister mess with me wrong, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And I just did a segment a couple days ago, y'all, about toxic traits. What they're going to look like. What to probably do when you notice it. Because staying around it is just like feeding yourself poison every day. So I see where his manager could have been coming from if he did notice, like, look, young man, if you're going to make it in this rap game, it's going to be, I'm sure he didn't use the word boundaries. He just told them to cut them out. But yeah, you're going to have to set boundaries where they understand, look, I can't mix my personal life with my business life. And look what happened. Now his personal life done spilled all over in his business life. You a rapper, you got to get on live and try to clear up what happened. Your sister on there talking this and that. Your girl is talking this and that. Your baby mama mad. She not really mad. She don't care who you messing with. But you making her look a type of way. Because she been down for you since before you became a rapper. But are we looking at things from this perspective? Everybody want fame and to be rich though. Cardi B just came out and told y'all she feels cursed with fame and she feel like God did it. It's just a lot of people saying weird stuff and a lot of toxicity going around. How did God curse you with fame but you practice Santeria though, young lady? I guess she was just trying to make a point like, look, this life is not what I thought it would be. I can't just say what I want to. I can't just go where I want to. Like, I'm always monitored. And then it's always the paparazzi. Like, that stuff ain't for everybody. And it's showing. So, examine yourself today. Ask yourself, what is it that I really want? And then ask yourself why. Do you want this, this, and that because that looks like the life? Because you heard that's the life? That's not enough reason. You need to want things in life because you want. You need to want things a certain way in your life because you want them that way. Yeah, you got to think about how all your choices are going to affect the ones you love, the ones that love you. You got to think about all it before you get to a certain level and say, I was cursed with fame. You got people out here starving, hungry. You able to buy your 2-year-old daughter Birkin bags, but you feel cursed. Like, this is the stuff that, once again, I say, is influencing our younger generation. You think they're not listening? They're not just listening to your album. They watching your life outside of the studio. Rappers, singers, all of it. So what you saying and what you doing is definitely impacting society. Boom, I'm through. Thank you for tuning in to another segment with the Crown Content Publication Services family. We're publishing and marketing meet. Today at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, I will leave the link in the comment section. We're going to be interviewing another author on our podcast show. if you'd like to tune in. And then in case you miss it, I'm still going to list my link so you can go check it out later. And check out previously recorded segments with authors and entrepreneurs just like you, okay? This author we're interviewing today, Miss Holmes, is she writes thrillers. She writes horrors. And I've been waiting to personally interview an author like this because I got a little horror in me too. People don't know it yet. I can't give y'all too much, but I got a few horror books coming, you know. They think they know scary. I got some scary ideas for y'all. Like, we got the new generation Stephen King's coming up, y'all, and I don't want y'all to miss it. Let's support Miss Holmes when you click on the link in the comment section that will give you access to my podcast show that you can find on platforms like iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, okay? Don't miss it. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to like this video because I'll be back with more tips for writers, publishing tips, more self-publishing tips, services that we offer at the Crown Content Publications platform, homeschool resources for you parents that are interested in things like that. Thank you for your time and support.